Thank you very much, CPAC, for having me. We love our great conservative movement, which I led so strongly. So thank you for having me back. And I think our movement is I think it's just getting started. You know it, and I know it, and the fake news fears it more than anything else. Our movement is just in the beginning phase, and you see what we did so strongly in just 4 years, and it's just getting started. And thank you, Match Slap. What a name, right? What a name, Match Slap. But almost like schlep. But I wouldn't say that about you. I look over to you, and it's almost like you're like a bigger, more bare version of Mike Pence. You know, like sort of tougher, but also softer in many ways. So thank you for having me. It's a great honor. But we have so much work to do. Okay, the fake news isn't covering this. Why would they? Why would they cover people who love our great country? No, they'd rather cover fake rhinos. Okay, like Adam Kizner, because you know the guy from Illinois, his own family disowned him. Okay, so we don't have to worry about him. And then you've got Mitt Romney's. Okay, these total losers. It's a total disgrace. They won't cover CPAC. They'd rather cover Tupac. Okay, and I can tell you this right now. Tupac was not treated nearly as unfairly as I was. Not even close. And, you know, in the name of diversity, the fake news, they're talking about this movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, okay? And we all know Jesus was white. As a strong Christian, you know, who's never been to church, I know he was right. You see him in all the pictures. Very white. And he didn't have to be. Excuse me. He didn't have to be, but he was, okay? And then the 1619 Project comes along and all of a sudden says slavery and Jesus was not white and we can't have our kids learning that. So now they've got a movie called Judas and the Black Messiah, and it's a total disgrace, total false history. Now, if they were to cover it, they might have a movie called Judas and the White Messiah about Mike Pence's total disgraceful betrayal of me. My supporters just wanted to say hi to him, okay, on January 6th. You know, when the patriotic and peaceful protest, it got a little out of hand when Antifa started doing things. But, you know, we shut it down very quickly. And Mike Pence hasn't even spoken to me since. So he's a Judas, okay? He's a total Judas to the white Messiah, Trump, okay? And you know it, and thank you. Thank you for acknowledging it. But we have so much work to do in our conservative movement. Our conservative movement is just beginning, and I'm proud to announce here today that I am getting a divorce from my wife, Maleficent, okay? We had a good run. But people say, sir, if you're a great Christian, how can you get divorced? And the answer is, if you like cars, okay, you don't buy one car. You buy many cars, okay? Oh, this is my one car from 1988. No, you collect cars, you buy new cars. I love marriage. I'm so pro-marriage, even more pro-marriage than you. And that's saying something because you guys are very strong Christians, you know, who want to ban immigrants and you know, starve the poor, you know, like white Jesus told us, Joel Osteen. And I love marriage. And I said to Melatonin, I said, darling, love ya, but I love marriage more, so I've got to find a fourth Mrs. Trump. So we've been divorced, we're divorced, and I actually insisted through my great divorce lawyer, I said, she can have some money, we want to be generous, but the one thing I insist on is she must have full custody of her kid, Brendan. Okay, I don't even know this kid, and I certainly don't want to have visitation. So we worked it out, very pro-life, and you know, now I'm looking for a fourth Mrs. Trump. Okay, and I was hoping maybe next year's CPAC we could turn into sort of a Trump bachelor show. Okay, so we look forward to that. Okay, get your tickets now. Get your tickets now to CPAC 2022. We'll have strong midterms and even stronger objectification. It's called an objectification when you sort of treat something like a precious Christian object, okay, very conservative, and we'll pick the new Mrs. Trump. So I think next year's CPAC is going to be one for the Matt, I can already see you very happy. He knows there's going to be more tickets sold than he knows what to do with. But the point is, our movement is just beginning. It's just starting. And it's a beautiful movement, isn't it? It's a beautiful movement. And meanwhile, we have a Sleepy Joe trespassing in our beautiful White House. That's what he's doing. He's trespassing. And I think it's a total because, not a lot of people know this, but we got some of our laws before we defeated England in the Revolution of 1927. We got laws from them. They were called common laws. Okay, and I practice more of elite law, not common law, but it used to be called common law before I got involved. And trespass was one of our most sacred laws of the common law. And now Joe Biden is trespassing. He's a fake president trespassing on our great White House, which is not as great as as great as the Florida White House, okay, Mar-a-Lago, but it's about principle. It's about more than just which is the nicer house, which is, of course, mine. But it's about more than that. It's about respect. It's about fairness. It's about honesty. And we're going to fight so strongly. So I thank you all for coming to Trump CPAC 2021. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for inviting me. And remember to all buy a My Pillow, okay? We're supporting Mike Lindell, okay? He's going to be the governor of Minnesota. Either that or I don't know what the hell that guy's going to do. But everybody be sure to go outside and buy a My Pillow, and we'll see what happens.